Hello again, first graders. Welcome back. We are working on groups of 10 and then ones. And today we're going to add in our ones so we can practice those as well. But let's review our tens. Remember, how many squares are in one of these strips? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why we call it a 10. It's got 10 of those squares. Okay. How many tens do I have up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. So I have 7 tens. And you practiced this last time. How many squares will that equal altogether? If you have your whiteboard, you can write it down. Does that mean we only have 7 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, we have 7 groups of 10. We have 7 tens. So we have to count them by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 squares. So this is 70 squares altogether. Okay, so this means we have 7 tens right here, 7 tens. We are always going to keep the tens right there. And then over here, I'm going to add just some single squares. We're going to call them ones. There's one, there's one, there's one, and there's one. Well, is this a 10? Am I going to count it with the tens? No, I still have 7 tens, but now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. And I'm going to keep those over here. So how many squares do we have all together? Well, it helps us out that we kept track of how many tens and how many ones, because we're just going to squish the digits together. We have 74. This equals 74 squares all together. Okay? I want to scoot this over so you can see it. Okay? We have 7 tens and 4 ones. Okay. Well, let's try something different. Okay. So again, this is going to be where I keep my tens right here. And here's where I keep my ones. Okay. Well, now I'm going to take away a couple of the tens. And I'm going to take away a 1. How many squares do I have now? Well, I could sit here and count all the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would take a long time. Okay. Or let's just count how many groups of 10 we have. We organized it into groups of 10. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. We know that equals 50, right? 50 squares. And then we have 1, 2, 3 ones. 5 tens and 3 ones. 5, 3. So how many squares is this all together? It's 53 squares. Okay. I want to give you one to practice. Let's see. What if I go like this? I want you on your board to write down how many tens we have, how many ones we have, so that we'll know how many squares we have all together. Take a second. If you have your whiteboard with you, write it down. How many tens? Put that digit right here. And how many ones? Put that digit right here. Okay, great job. I see some of you doing it. Let me, right now, count. 1, 2, 3 groups of 10. 3 tens. 1, 2. 2 ones. So I have 32 all together. Okay. I'm going to have you practice that on your workbook pages. Okay. So you've got several workbook pages to practice this with. Workbook page 120, is that right? Oh no, excuse me. 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, and 112. So that's 6 pages for you to practice, but several of them are going to go pretty fast. They're just having you connect and match. Okay, so let me write those pages down for you again. I want you to do pages 107, all the way through. If you see a dash, between your numbers, it means don't just do these 2 pages, do all the ones in between. 107 all the way up to 112. Okay, so work on those workbook pages, and if you finish them, take a picture and put it on Seesaw so I can see them. Okay, you can do it. You're super smart. I'll see you soon.